I work at this 24-hour fast food place near the highway, and honestly, it's the most boring job ever. Night shifts especially. Just me, the fryers, and that weird buzzing sound from the old fluorescent light above the counter. It's usually quiet around 2 to 4 a.m., but that night was different. It started like normal. My coworker Mia called in sick, so I was alone. I didn't really care though. I just wanted to get through my shift and scroll my phone when there were no customers. Around 1:30 a.m., this white van pulled up. Old, dirty, no plate in front. I thought it was just another trucker or drunk guy getting food after a party. The door didn't open though. The van just sat there at the drive-through speaker. I said, "Hi, welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order?" No answer. I repeated it, louder this time. Still nothing. The van stayed there for like a whole minute, engine running. Then it slowly rolled forward to the window. I tried to look inside, but the windows were tinted dark. I saw some kind of movement though, like someone shifting in the front seat. I was getting a little creeped out. I leaned close to the glass and said, hello? You ordering something?" Then the driver's window rolled down just a tiny bit, just enough for me to see an eye. Not both, just one, and it was staring at me, no blinking, nothing, just staring. I froze, half expecting them to say something, but they didn't. They just stared for like 10 seconds before rolling the window back up and driving off slowly. I kind of laughed it off at first. I texted my friend like, "Bro, someone just stared at me through the drive-through window," and we joked about it. But around 2:45, the van came back. Same spot, same slow roll up to the window. This time, I didn't say anything. I just stood there watching the camera feed. The van didn't move for a full minute again. Then the power flickered, like the lights dimmed for a second and came back on. I jumped a little, but the van was gone when I looked back at the screen. That's when I started locking the doors. Even though we were 24 hours, I didn't care. I went around checking all of them twice. The back door to the dumpster area had this tiny window, and when I passed by it, I saw something. Someone was standing outside near the dumpsters. It was a tall man, wearing a gray hoodie, head down. I couldn't see his face, but he wasn't moving. He was just standing there facing the building. I swear he was looking right at the back door. I stepped back slowly, trying not to make noise. I grabbed my phone and called my manager, but she didn't answer. Then I looked up again, and the guy was gone, like completely vanished. I didn't even hear footsteps or the door outside open. I was starting to panic a bit, but I told myself maybe he was just a homeless guy or something. I went back to the counter, tried to calm down, but I kept hearing this soft tapping noise from the kitchen. Not loud, just slow and light, like fingernails on metal. I turned off the fryer and just stood there listening. Tap, tap. I looked around and noticed the freezer door was slightly open. I swear I closed it earlier. I walked over, slowly, and pulled the handle. It swung open, and inside was just frozen meat, fries, boxes, but in the corner, on the floor, was a wet footprint, barefoot. I dropped the door and backed away. My heart was pounding so loud I could hear it. I grabbed the store phone to call security, but before I could, I heard movement again, this time from the lobby. I peeked around the counter and saw the front door glass. There was a hand pressed against it. Someone was standing right outside, just staring in. I couldn't see the face clearly because of the reflection, but the outline looked like that same hoodie guy from the dumpster.